Hey y'all, what's up? Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to the channel. Listen, we got to talk about growing up hip hop. I know I did not get a chance to talk about it last week for the finale, but girl, it's the week later and we still gonna go ahead and get into it, okay? First of all, Pep and her son Tyran, they sit down and they discuss the fact that she was awarded a Hall of Fame star or the Walk of Hollywood Fame or something like that. She ended up getting a star on the ground in Hollywood. So shout out to Salt and Pepper for that. I do think that Pepper is looking good right now. It's something about her nose. I don't know if anybody else noticed it. I feel like her nose was kind of butchered in the past and it looks like she may have gotten it fixed a bit. So I felt like Pepper looked really good in that scene with her son. Now, she does bring up the fact that Egypt and Sam are actually having a wedding. We know that they got married a year prior. There were only a few people there because it was like an elopement, but they're actually having a wedding this time. Well, Tyran is pissed off because he felt like they eloped and they didn't inform him and he was not in attendance, but he found out some other folks was actually in attendance. Now, if you ask me, the people that was being seated on Sam's side, I feel like those were producers. I don't know if those was really his family members, and maybe so, because I do believe that Sam is mixed. It was white and black folks over there on that side. But I don't recall them sitting on the front row. Girl, they were sitting on like the second row is what it was. The second row is what it was given. So for me, I was like, girl, that must be the producers. But either way, there were definitely some people in the building like Lazy Bone because he was for sure there, okay? Now, Tyran is pissed off about the fact that he wasn't, I guess, invited, notified. He wasn't in attendance as a whole. And I'm just kind of confused about why he's pissed or feel away about it when you didn't even really like Sam for real. You was going around talking about him to your cousin TT, but you want an invitation to the wedding? Make it make sense for me, okay? So I don't even know why he was in his feelings about that, but girl, I guess, okay? Now, Pep says that when it came down to it, she was disappointed as well because I guess it was last minute. They were eloping and it wasn't being done in the way that she thought it should be done, I suppose. But either way, Tyran was like, I hear what you're saying, but at the end of the day, I'm pissed off and I was hurt about it. So I don't even know if I'm going to attend a true wedding. So I'm just telling you what it is that I'm thinking and how I'm feeling. So there's that. He feels away because nobody has yet to apologize to him for it. And I'm just kind of like, girl, don't nobody owe you no fucking apology. Who the hell is you? Girl, we don't owe you. You'll be all right. Okay, but it is what it is. We know that Tyran is actually going to end up attending, but we'll get to that when we get to it, okay? Lazy Bone links up with Tretch. Lazy, y'all know he lost his mom, so he's still processing the passing of his mom. Now, not only is he processing the passing of his mom, he's also working on his 50th anniversary of hip hop, so he got to get that together. Now, when he's having this conversation with Tretch opens up to him about the whole issues with Sam and how Sam was talking about him to Tyran and he didn't really like that. Listen, I love how Tretch refers to Tyran as his son. Y'all know Tyran's real dad passed away when he was younger, but Tretch took him under his wing and Tyran refers to him as dad and Tretch refers to him as son. You know, you can't tell them nothing different. I absolutely love that. But Tretch, when it comes to Sam, he's saying that he losing all respect for him because he sees how he lacks respect for his elders. So if you ain't got no respect for me, young man, I ain't got no respect for you. Period. Okay. Now, he does think that Sam kind of took advantage of Egypt and her quote unquote status and who her parents were because they're celebrities. They're very well known in the music industry. So he felt like Sam probably got with his daughter to kind of gain something on his end. So he feels like there was some type of motive there when he got with Egypt. And I'm kind of like, that could be very well true. It could be false. We don't know. But what I can say, anybody that got with Egypt could have had the same type of narrative, you know. That's just what I think about that, you know. At the end of the day, you know, when they see her, they know who her parents are. Anybody could try and holler at her and it may end up being the same thing. But it is what it is. I guess it really does make sense considering the fact that Sam wanted to have a career that's not happening. So I don't know, girl. It is what it is. So Trish says that the closest of the family aren't even close to her no more. Aren't even close to Miss Egypt like that since Sam came into the picture. And a lot of those people aren't even planning on going to the wedding. So now he's at a place where, hell, I don't even want to go to the wedding because I'm not going to go sit up here and watch my daughter, you know, have a wedding with this disrespectful ass little kid. Like, I'm not going to do that. And at the same time, he's already witnessed the actual marriage. So he's feeling like, what's the point of me showing up to the wedding? Girl, I saw now. I don't know. I gotta go back to Sam's page though and look because he put up a video of the actual wedding and I feel like the clips were kind of going pretty fast, but I could have sworn I actually saw a shot of Tretch at the actual wedding. So I don't know, I have to check that out to be, you know, for sure. But either way, that's where he is right now. He don't think that he's going to the wedding, he nor his wife. Okay, now let's get to Angela and Romeo, because he brings her to the salt room, which is really dope. Okay, I like the salt rooms. I've never experienced it, but when I see it on TV, it looks really cool, and I'm like, dang, I would want to try one, right? But either way, it seems like some people get resolved in the salt rooms, honey. So Angela walks in, and it looks like she don't really want to be there for real, and I can't say that I blame her, because it is giving awkward. Like, I haven't talked to you in a minute. What you really want to talk to me about? Like, is you really finna own any of your bullshit? Why is we here? Okay, so I understand her walking in with a little bit of reserve about her. All right, so they sit down, they talk. Angela says she was confused about his pop-up at TT's, you know, house gathering or whatever the case was, based on how things happened with them in the past, especially when he said he wants to have a conversation with her. She's like, oh, now you want to talk to me? We ain't talking 2 years. Now you want to sit up here and have a conversation? Okay. I suppose, yeah, girl, I guess you try to get a check. Is that what it is? That's why you want to have a conversation with me? You want to be able to have more scenes with me? Is that what it's giving? Because you want to sit up there and get a coin? I suppose. So he tells her about it not being an attack on her based on the things that he said about her and to her those few years ago. And she was like, baby, it definitely felt like an attack. And I was like, and it definitely did. It definitely did feel like an attack, girl. Just from me watching it, that's what I was getting from it, okay? Now, he does go on to apologize for his actions and how poorly he handled that situation. And because he was over there talking to everybody else but her, which I was so confused as to why he just wasn't going to have a sit down and have a conversation with her. I do feel like he kind of made matters a bit worse, okay? Now, Romeo lets Angela know that he is engaged at this time, you know, after him losing his sister, giving birth to his own daughter. It's just kind of put him in a space of like reevaluating life. And he lets her know he's engaged and he's wearing a ring on his finger. Now, they're not married yet, but he wears a ring on his finger, and those people that catch it. Those that don't, according to him. Now, I also saw a post on his social media earlier this week where he lets us know that he just welcomed his second child. So he has another daughter, and now he's a girl dad 2 times over. So congratulations to Romeo. His daughters were born like back to back. So, okay, this was up. Now, Sam, let's talk about Sam. Sam calls Erica, all right? He calls Erica and asks if she's coming to the wedding. And Erica is excited to attend the wedding, him and his wife, Aaliyah, right? So Sam says that the baby is due soon. He also says that his sentencing was coming up soon. He says that he knew, his attorney said something about him likely receiving probation, but the judge can change that at any moment and make an ultimate decision. Like, the judge could give you anywhere from 1 to 4 years if you want to. Like, I think you're gonna get probation, but I don't want you to bake on that just in case he hit you with that double whammy on your ass. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, just be mindful of that, honey. Don't say I ain't tell you so. Period. But I do believe that Sam is going to get probation. I don't know why. If he does a year or so, okay, but he might do a year in jail and then do the rest of the years on probation. Who knows? But I don't know. I feel like he might get probation, but we'll see. So Eric tells his own story about him being locked up and when that happened to him, right? He says that his kids did not know where he was because they had them thinking that he was over there in China doing a full tour for about 8 or 9 months. I was like, wow, that's kind of tough. You know, a lot of parents just keep it a buck and keep it real with their kids. But I mean, you know, sometimes it's a difficult conversation to have with your children based on how old they are. You know what I'm saying? And them comprehending what all's going on. So I don't know which one is the best way to really go about that situation if a parent is locked up. Keep it a buck or don't say nothing at all. Because his kids were really young when that happened. But, you know, he out now. He free now. They may not ever discuss it, you know, until they get older. But either way, good luck. Angela and Vanessa link up. Vanessa is still focused on her weight, and I must say that Vanessa looks great, okay? She says it's hard to focus on her weight at times because when she's cooking for her family, they don't eat what she eats. So that could be very difficult, and she has to really, you know, be very disciplined to not, you know, eat what they eat because she's on her strict diet or whatnot. Angela tells Vanessa about the talk she had with Romeo and how well it went and how he's in a better place and how they're able to move forward. Now, she may not hang out with him or anything like that, but it might be like, I mean, we cool. Like, what's up? How you doing? Like, they could be in the same space and it not be any beef, okay? So, shout out to them for that, right? Now, let's move on to what everybody really want to talk about. Cree and Bree. All right, let's get into them. So it's the hip hop anniversary. Cree shows up. She runs over to Aaliyah. She speaks to Aaliyah. Then she speaks to everybody else. While she's over there, she brings up Briana out of no fucking where and says something about the girl wearing a bonnet, which she wasn't. She was wearing a scarf, okay, or some type of head wrap. But all right. Then she said that Briana was being extra because when she walked in, she spoke to her like, bitch, that's not being extra. That's being courteous. Because in all honesty, it would be damned if she did, damned if she don't. If she didn't speak, you probably would have felt the way. She did speak, you still feeling the damn way. Like, girl, what the hell do you want her to do? Now, Sakoya messy and scary ass, if you ask me, because Sakoya, you ain't never come at Cree no more. Cree even kind of played your ass when y'all went to some event or whatever, and she ended up leaving early. I can't remember what it was. I think it was some challenge thing that Briana was trying to get y'all to do. When Cree got slick, girl, you ain't really saying that thing. So it's giving you high-key scared of Cree, but you'll push Briana up to go and handle the business for you, because that's what it's giving. She ran over there to Briana to tell her what Miss Cree was over there saying about her. And then when Briana yells back at Cree like, hey Cree, hey bitch, like, girl, I'm effing with you now. I wasn't starting with you earlier, but I'm effing with you now, so what's up? Miss Sakoya politely slides her ass out the way. Politely slides it. I said, yeah, you better slide out the way with your scary, because that's what it's giving, okay? So Cree starts dancing and singing and mocking Briana, saying how she don't do drugs. So y'all know Briana be on stage, she be singing. So I felt like that's what Cree was doing, was mocking Briana and her vocals, right? So Briana walks up on her and Cree is like, hi, bye. Then she says she can't talk to a person that's been drinking. And I'm like, girl, cut it out. You doing too much now, Cree. Now, Cree, like, I've liked you in the beginning, but how you playing on this show, like, you starting to make yourself look a bit of crazy impressed a bit, in my opinion. So Briana says, stop telling people I'm effing with you, because I'm effing with you now. Like, stop telling people that I'm effing with you when I'm not messing with you, but if you want me to, I could get with you, right? So security walks up and Briana says, yeah, y'all might want to go ahead and step in, because I'm about to knock out this bitch. Girl, I'm about to take her head off in a second. Then Tiny, which is Sakoya's mom, she intervenes, and then Briana says that she's like, I'm not even gonna do nothing. You know, I'm not even gonna do anything. I ain't gonna do nothing but run my mouth like Cree. Oh, I said, girl, come on. Not Briana said all you do is run your fucking mouth, but you don't make no moves. Girl, whoa. Then she walks out. And she walks off. She says, girl, you lucky my mama here. You lucky my mama here. Now, earlier in the conversation, when Briana walked up on Cree was like, Briana, girl, we're at Lazy's event. Really? And it's like, bitch, excuse me, really? You the one who started this by running your fucking mouth, talking your bullshit. But now when I'm about to come up on you, you want to sit up here and say something, oh, we're at Lazy's event. Like, you're lame. You're whack, period. So then Cree starts antagonizing Briana when she walked off, right? So then she says something. She was like, oh, she did that stupid shit. And I'm like, see, you be fake pumping. Because my thing is, when the girl in your face, come on, Melody Hope, when I'm in your face today. So when the girl is in your face today, you ain't really got nothing to say. You ain't really you ain't really doing all of that extra stuff. You just like, come on, we're at such and such's event. And then when she walks off, do you want to act like you big and bad? See, that's what I'm confused about. It's giving, honestly, that you might slick be a little scared of Briana. I don't know, you giving mean girl right out the gate, and then it's giving you might slick be afraid of Briana because she, you know, she's not as calculated, or she is calculated, but you don't really know her moves for her. You don't know how she gonna really move. Like, that's what it's giving a bit, Miss Cree. Like, you really are high key bothered by this girl, you know. So, and I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't play like that. Like, girl, what? But when she come up in your face, you ain't got nothing to say. Girl, you scared. You scared of her. I don't understand that. But anyway, let's go ahead and keep going. So yeah, she's antagonizing her as she walks away, and I just didn't like that because I'm like, you do it in her face. Girl, bye. Next thing you know, we see JoJo go over there to check on Briana, and she was like, basically, she was just venting to JoJo, and JoJo said something about them fighting, and she said, girl, we don't have to fight, we don't have to do none of that, you know, she just need to keep my name out her fucking mouth, right? She said something about him going over there to figure out what the hell going on with Cree, because she's good. She's like, I'm good, I'm cool on it, you need to go see about her, see where she stands with it. So then JoJo was like, you want me to relay this message? And I love when Briana said, no, you don't need to do shit. Okay, that's not your job for you to go and relay a message. I love that she said that because that's how y'all go about keeping up the mess. Just like Sakoya trying to relay a message that nobody asked her ass to relay. Period. So, yeah, she said basically in so many words, what I took from what Briana was saying is that bitch know what the fuck is up. She know what's up. You ain't got to go run and tell nothing. You ain't got to relay a goddamn thing. She know the type of time I'm on, period, right? And speaking of time, let's talk about showtime because now it's time for everybody to get up on the stage and perform. Devin, which happens to be the cousin to Sakoya and the nephew of Tiny, gets on the stage to perform. And I thought that he did a good job because I ain't really know what the hell he was on, what he was doing, but I thought his performance was pretty good for the most part. I will say, although he is KC's son, he looks more like JoJo than he looked like KC. Okay, so I don't know about that. Maybe that's just how that go. They is family, but all right. So Koya gets up there, and she sings this tired ass song, and I'm so tired of it. I'm a LA baby. They gonna try to ride them, yeah. Like, girl, that shit's whack. Like, I don't know who hyped you up. Probably because you're just a cutie patootie, and they got you thinking that song is great. And it's like, no, ma'am. Find another track, okay? We've been hearing about I'm a LA baby since the last season, girl. I want you to enter a new track for the new season because this one is not giving performance. Look like you needed more practice, like you ain't know what the hell you was doing or knew your steps because you did not have the adequate amount of time to get it together. And I did not like that. Twisky sits ass up there and he performs. And I'm like, Twist, you can go somewhere and sit the hell down too because, see, this is what I can't stand about Twist. Twist swear he Lil Wayne. I'm sitting up here listening to him. First of all, it's lackluster. And number two, all I hear is Lil Wayne. And I just like, that's not you. And that's not you. Go get your own identity. Do not do that to Lil Wayne, okay? I know you look up to him, but girl, you looking too hard up there, okay? I need you to look in the front and look in the mirror and get your shit in your, okay, you know what I'm saying? Girl, I was not featuring it. But anyway, Eric and JoJo get up there and perform. 1,000% a mess. 1,000% a mess. Girl, first of all, they wasn't even flowing with the audio track. JoJo was off beat like a hoe. He was so anxious to let people hear his rap. I said, girl, what is this, JoJo? And maybe the track sounds good, but the performance was not. And that's just where we at with that, okay? Now, what else happened? Corrupt performs, all right? His audio was tripping too, because I could barely, he off beat and the track playing another beat. Now, when Tretch comes up and perform, he was on beat. So I said, wait, the first and the last was the only ones to get it together? Whew, girl, I see why y'all was in the middle. But anyway, I will say this. I am glad that they came together to do this performance because I feel like in different seasons, they're always working towards something happening by the end of the season, and it never really happens. So I thought that this was a good performance, maybe because it was the 50th anniversary of hip hop, which is why they were able to like push through and really do their thing. So I thought that was good. So shout out to them for that. Now let's get to Sam in Egypt because the wedding indeed happened. All right. And Sam, when they're at this wedding, he's giving his vows. I don't know about y'all, but hearing Sam give his vows and saying different things to Egypt was giving every bit of performative with the tears and all of that. So I wasn't really featuring it, but you know, they're going to do what they do, girl. So good luck. Tretch says Sam has to go. He said if Sam has to go away, then Egypt is going to be crushed if she has to be a single mama. And I said she better not be crushed. She shouldn't be motherfucking crushed because she already knew what the hell was coming. That boy had already had them charges before she even got pregnant by him to have this baby. So if you ask me, you get what you get, and we hate to see it, but let's keep going. Now, what we did learn at the end of the episode was that Sam's sentencing was postponed. It was postponed, and also we learned that the baby was supposed to be due in March, but Sam actually went on to IG. He went live, and he let us know that his child was born on February 26th. And with that, he also shared the image of his daughter, and I am going to share that with you guys so that you all can see that. But also what I noticed in some of the comments were people saying that Sam actually quit the show, he and Egypt. I don't know what's true. That's what they saying. We'll have to wait and see when it's time for a new contract and for the check to clear. I feel like they're going to be right back on our TV screens as they always have been, okay? But I'm going to go ahead and play this particular clip for y'all. Y'all go ahead and check it out and listen to what Sam has to say and seeing their beautiful baby girl. And just know that that's all that I got, honey. I'm Jamie, that's me. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
The baby came on the 26th. I know everybody's been asking me to see baby and all that kind of stuff. This is the baby. This is Clea. This is our bundle of love right here. Don't mind the scratches. She's got really long nails, so we had to put the mittens on her because she scratches. But a light-skinned Egypt, right? I think she might grow to look like me. I don't know. She's absolutely gorgeous, though. She takes a lot after her mother and her grandmothers. You know, she's a sweetheart. That's Farrah right there. She has an absolute beautiful smile. I love her smile. She's a sweetheart. Very quiet, observant little thing. This is one of my favorites right here. This is the little smile.